What is good, boys? Welcome back to the channel. And now, if you want your charts to look anything like this, then you've clicked on the right video. In this video, I'm going to be talking you through how to improve your TradingView charts, your TradingView tools, your indicators, everything that you need to know to get funded and become profitable in 2026. So let's get into the video. I want to go over, especially for the beginners, because this is still kind of a tutorial. I'm still giving out tutorials and stuff for people that are new to trading. The toolbar. So toolbar is basically this little thing up here. On here, I've got my long position. I've got my short position. I've got my rectangle that I draw out fair value gaps with. I've got date range. I've got price range. And I want to go over the things that you should have in your toolbar because it's extremely effective. So you can, instead of going on here and seeing all these, tools that you can use and kind of getting overwhelmed, you can have a toolbar for yourself that you can just reference to easily, and it's just there and you can use it all the time. So first things first for the toolbar, you want to have your trend line and horizontal ray. These are the two ones that are on the lines that I use the most and I think people use the most. Apart from this, you don't really need any of these. Trend lines, obviously, for marking out trends. I like to draw SMTs with it, or I like to draw liquidity being taken with it. It's very important, especially if you guys are practicing trading. Using a trend line can be very, very, very beneficial. And then for like the ray, I use it to mark out extreme levels. So for example, in this, scenario, we've got extreme lows here, and we've got, I think this is all-time highs up here. So this is what I use to mark out just really like main points on the charts, points of interest where price can come to and take out and reverse, or points of interest, so that's a really important one to have. Next, if you learn how to use Fibonacci retracement, which you should, you want to add the fibs to your chart. They're very, very beneficial. I've got mine made out custom for how I like to trade, but it's completely up to you. If you've learned how to use Fibonacci retracement, definitely include it in the toolbar. Then next, I don't really use any harmonic patterns or anything like that, so I don't use any of that. Long position and short position. Now, these are very important because if you're new to trading, like imagine many of you might be watching this video, you want to practice marking out, longs and shorts that you might take during the market when you're not actually trading with real money, but you might be watching the market, predicting when it's going to come up or when it's going to come down. So yeah, that's a very, very important little tool to have, because you can practice so much, just by looking at TradingView, going on a demo account and marking out your trades, because it's literally the real thing just without money. So yeah, definitely have the long and short positions there. And apart from that, you're going to want the date and price range. So what these both do is the price range, you can use this, and it's a quick reference to show how far up the price has moved, or how far up it is to all-time highs, or however you want to use it. And then as well as the date range. So if we look at this point to this point, it has been 51 days and 20 hours since it was last at that point. So that's a really good indication as to a time thing as well as a price thing. And then you can put them both together and you can really use them to your advantage once you gain more market knowledge. So definitely play around with that, have that in the toolbar. Next, for more shapes, so we've got rectangles we want to add. And is path here? Yes, we've got path here. So path, rectangles, and then it's up to you. I sometimes use circles. It depends on how I like to play out my charts, and ellipse, because these can be really handy. You can draw them out like this and mark them as key points, like higher highs and higher lows. It's up to you though, but especially path is important because you can draw out market structure really easily like this. So you can grab these and you can start drawing out the structure of the charts, so you can really figure out which way the chart is trending. So as we can see, we came down and now we're trending sort of back up in an uptrend. So around November, we already know that we're in a downtrend. And then come December, we started to come back up and retrace. So path is very important. It just, even if you already know and you can see the charts, it just makes it a little bit easier for you. Rectangle is something I use pretty much every day. Some people don't use it anymore, but I use it to mark out fair value gaps and inverse fair value gaps mainly. Sometimes supply and demand zones, although I don't do it as much now, but definitely fair value gaps. So for example, here, I'll mark that out as a fair value gap, you know. So I have blue as my bullish fair value gap, and then if we're drawing out a, say, bearish fair value gap, like over here, I will mark it as red, just to make it easier on the eye so I can look at it and I don't get confused. I go, oh, yep, there's a red fair value gap, that's a bearish fair value gap, or I look over here and I draw out a bullish fair value gap, and I can just look at the charts and go, all right, yep, down there, yep, up there. So it's a lot easier to do that. And now if you're wondering on how to make these templates, what you actually do is you come over here and you can make this green. It's up to you guys, whatever you guys want to do. You know, you can change it to any color you want. I have it as blue just because it's a little bit easier on my eyes. And then before you press OK, you just press save as, and then you go bullish FVG. I've already got it written out here. But that's how you can save it. So you can quickly just double click and go template and you can change to it straight away. So that's really helpful, especially when you'll see here. So say we're marking out, I don't know, equal highs. We can go here and we've already got that. So yeah, equal highs, bang, easy. All right, boys. So currently I've got this sort of darkish theme to it. I've got the black candles going down, the white candles going up, and I've got the gray background. I just really like how it is on the eye. It's really easy for me to read, and it's really just really elegant and really nice to trade. I don't know why. It's just my thing. It doesn't have to be your thing, but if you do like it, I'm going to quickly go over and show you all the settings that I have to keep this template, and then I save it as a template so I can quickly switch between others if I like trading with other charts. With the settings here, so body, I'll quickly go through this. Feel free to pause if you want. Body, I've got it 1 over from the white as the bullish candles, and for the bearish candles, I've got it fully black. 100% down there. I've got no borders on any of my candles, and then these are both black as the wicks. This is electronic trading hours. I've got it at Sydney. I'm sometimes change it to UTC -5 as New York, but yeah, it's completely up to you guys what you do with that. This is what I have for status lines, as you can see here. Scales and lines. I'll scroll down on this so you guys can pause and copy any of this. This part shouldn't be too complicated. As my canvas, I've got as my background, here we go. So I like to switch it between these colors, but I usually keep it around these grays. Kind of depends on how I'm feeling. But yeah, you can play around with this. This is really up to you guys. I just like these colors. I think it looks the cleanest. And then, yep, you guys can copy all this if you'd like. Trading, and yeah, all of this I haven't really changed. So yeah, and then I just save it as a template. I've got this one as Batman, and then I've got another one here, but yeah, I like to rock with this one at the moment. So yeah, so that's chart colors. Good on you if you've copied them. If not, that's completely fine. So yeah, we've kept this video pretty short and sweet. I really just wanted to set you guys up and kind of do a no BS guide to, you know, TradingView. I know a lot of people out here like to drag on their videos, make it 10, 20, 30 minutes long, but I just wanted to do, you know, a more quick video showing you my charts, my toolbar, and a few little pointers before I kind of start making videos on more in-depth knowledge and more in-depth teaching towards you guys, so I don't overload the people that are just new to trading with information. I want you guys to kind of ease into it because I believe that's the best way to start trading. Anyway, if you gain some knowledge or if you gain something out of this video, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like and hit the subscribe button on this video. It helps me a whole lot. But anyway, guys, I hope it's Sunday right now as I'm recording this, so I hope next week is great. I hope you all fulfill your dreams this week, this month, this year. God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in the next one.